so first what we're gonna get started on is the eyes. So let me just clip my hair back. Okay, so hair is back. So what we're gonna use today is the two Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. I decided to use these because I just haven't used them in like a really long time, and I feel like it'd be such a waste if I didn't. I feel like I also only use these palettes during the holidays. So today what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys two makeup looks. I'm filming these two separately, so it'll be ready for you guys in time for the holiday season. So I'm gonna be doing a very pinky look for the first one, and then in my next video I'll do a nice brown, semi-neutral but still pretty glam enough. So yeah, so I'm gonna go in the soft glam palette first. I'm actually gonna go in with Dusty Rose right here, and with a very light hand because Anastasia's eyeshadows are super pigmented. So I'm just gonna bring you guys in just a little bit, just so you guys can see the eyes, and then I'll zoom you guys back out later. So I'm gonna take this with a very light hand and focus it on building the crease. And then with the remaining of the brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and just dust it over the rest of my eye, like that. So we're just starting to work on building up that color. And I'm working with a really, really light hand here. So now when it comes out to the tips here, I want to create a very elongated look. So I'm going to use the remainder of the brush and kind of start focusing on the outside and just going to bring it out like that. Okay, so now I'm going to use a more defined brush and really focus on building up that contour of my eye that I want. So don't worry, because we can always blend it out later. But I really want to start creating the look or the shape of the eye. You guys are starting to see it, hopefully. And remember to use a very light hand when working with these, because this can go very south very fast with Anastasia. So my eye shapes are kind of a little different, just a slight bit different. We're gonna go back and just blend the rest of that to make sure there's not that many harsh lines. Now my eye shape for some reason is much different on the eyes, just by a little bit. It's not drastic or anything, but for some reason this eye is bigger than this eye, so it naturally has just like a different ombre to it. But anyways, we're gonna go back in with a more defined brush again, and we're gonna kind of start going in here with Mulberry, this maroon-ish color. And light hands again, guys, light hands. We're gonna go in and start building up the outside corner to kind of give a sultry effect, but still not so bad. And don't worry, don't go all the way in also into your eye. Just kind of try to keep it on the outside corners. Now it looks like you just had an allergic reaction, which is fine. That's why we will blend in a little bit. Okay, with a clean blending brush, we're just gonna start blending it all together. But remember not to take it too much into the inner eye portion. Just working it into the crease. Now it should start looking like that, which looks a little bit insane, don't worry. We're literally just going back and forth with the colors until you get the amount of color that you want. Just going back in with a little bit of mulberry into the outer V and literally just blending. As you guys can see, I kind of like to work in very small increments because I feel like it's easier to add on, you know? It's harder to take off. But we're gonna go in with another clean brush. And in the Maddie Ziegler palette, I like to use this one, Butterfly Fantasy, I put on the top as I like to call it a cleanup shade, to kind of just soften up what we just did. Now we are going to go in with this color, Rose Pink, and I'm gonna see what it looks like to get picked up on a brush. I'm not gonna spray it or anything, I just want to, wow, that is a really pigmented color. And we're just gonna work that on the inner part of the eye. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's so shiny. Okay, I think that's it for now. For the eyes, just for now. We'll see if we want to add more stuff in. But let's keep the hair clipped back still. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do my normal face routine and use the NARS to clean up that line. Okay, you guys can see we kind of cleaned up the line a little bit, but now I'm going to use my finger just to blend it out so it's not so harsh. Cleaned up just a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Maybelline Age Rewind and just work over here on the inner corner and outside. So I saw this on TikTok, on the makeup side of TikTok, where you just focus it more on the outside and then this inside here instead of starting to make a triangle, so that it kind of elongates your face. I guess that's what it said it was supposed to be for. Like I said, always, I'm not a makeup artist, so I'm literally just learning a whole bunch of new tips from everybody on every social media platform. There's a lot of things to know about makeup and different ways to do it, which is why I like makeup so much. There's never just one way or right way of doing it. It like really depends on your eye shape, your face shape, your preference, so that's why I like playing around with it so much. Now I'm going to use my trusted, oh actually shoot, I totally forgot to put on primer. Now, if you guys see me looking up, it's because I'm looking into my mirror that I'm trying to see everything. Okay, so now that my skin is prepped, I'm going to take some Makeup Forever HD in the shade 375. This is going to be very dark on me. Okay, now with my Y6 brush, just to blend. Now I don't really blend much anymore underneath my eyes, just because I don't really want to lose the color from the concealer. But I'll show you I kind of go around it, but later I start to blend it all together so it doesn't look like I just have an insanely like bright under eye. And then what I use next is my Fenty Matchstick in Truffle, and I just go on the face like that. I feel like I should bring you guys in again. I'm so sorry. This looks like such a disturbing video, but just to show you guys. And I don't go too much in. I just work on blending it first with a big fluffy contour brush. I start tapping it in and then going up like that. I like to do the cream products first before I do any more powder products. So now I'm gonna go in on my forehead just a little bit. I don't want to go like insane. So now with a small eyeshadow brush, I go like this on the Fenty, and then I start to contour my nose. So I just go like this nowadays, just to kind of make a shadow. Just brush it on the side of my nose instead of like trying to make two lines. I just feel like I saw this method and I tried it out, and actually I very much liked it. So I'm just gonna blend it up into my eyebrows as well, so it doesn't look like I'm only contouring like a certain part of my nose and like the rest doesn't look contoured. So I'm just gonna contour the side of my nose. So now we're gonna go and set the face before we finish working on the bottom half of my eyes. So I'm just gonna use the same method and powder that I use all the time. And whatever the remainder is left on the brush, just gonna lightly dust around my face. Okay, now it's eyebrow time, which I cannot live without not doing my eyebrows. Let's go in first with my glossy boy brow to set these bad boys down. I also have work later, so I'm gonna have to take this off just because I don't like going to work with a whole bunch of, especially this amount of makeup on my eyes. Like, I have never really gone to work with a full set of makeup on. Full glam at least. And with my Anastasia brow wiz, I'm just going to fill them in. Okay, so now we're done with the eyebrow, with the brow wiz at least. So last step before we close off the eyebrow section, last step is to set it again with the boy brow. We are going to go in with the Tarte Amazonian clay powder in Seduce. Just very lightly. I have a guest. Hi! Hi! You got a sticko? Is that a sticko? Oh, it's a French fry! Jan, say hi! Hi! Okay, so So now we are going to go in with back in with my eyes and use a more defining brush. Hey buddy, let me bite that off. Oh, you got it. And just use a more defining, very small brush. Literally, look at how small this brush is. Hey! Uh-oh. Oh! What? He touched my... Sheehan! Sheehan! Are you swatching the colors too? He likes Senna. Oh my goodness, this is so pigmented. Oh, you're just gonna have a brown finger for today. So this is a color. This is Senna. This is what Senna looks like. Here, take him. Bye bye. Say bye. Jen, look at you. Say bye. Let's go. Okay, so after that little fiasco, we're gonna go in with. I'm gonna just mix in a little bit of Dusty Rose and Mulberry. Very, very lightly. Why do I keep using the Anastasia thing? Because it's really not gonna work out. And just to work it into the tight line of my eyes. Just to balance off the color a little bit. I think we can now spritz it. Such a waste because I literally have to take off my makeup right after this, which is so annoying. We are now going to do the liner. So excited about this because I got some new products for you guys. So I'm going to use the NYX lip pencil in the shade Mauve, and I'm going to combine it with this trio. Okay, so first off, let's go ahead and line the lips. Literally, you don't even have to get all the expensive ass like lip liners, because by far the lip liners at NYX and Morphe, dude, amazing. After I line it, I literally go back and fill in the whole thing again. And then I'm going to use the L'Oreal in the shade 248 Flatter Me Nude and use that on the center just to brighten up the center. And then use the Pat McGrath in the shade Flesh Fantasy and put that everywhere. Finally, gotta add some mascara. You guys know the deal. CoverGirl Lash Blast. Literally don't need like a ridiculous high-end makeup. Okay, so now we use the Fenty and focus on the ends to make the ends longer. So here's what that looks like. I have to grab that on top. I'm literally so happy with the result of it, and like the matching mauve lip with it, it looks so good. So this is my favorite look that I've done so far. It's really hitting it close to home with the purple one. I just think the mauve looks amazing with brown eyes. Yeah, so let me know if you guys recreate this look or kind of go off of it, but I literally love this makeup look so much. Here's the final result. But if you guys liked it, make sure to give this a thumbs up and stay tuned for my other makeup videos. Let me know if you guys want me to do more of these videos, if you even like looking at makeup videos. So yeah, let me know your feedback, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace!
Everyone's looking at me thinking that I'm living, but I don't really care what they all say. It's easier said than done. That guy, problems with everyone.